Hello Galactic family. Avatar Heart and Transmutative Truth, Purification and Transmutation, Peace, Light and Love. Let's go to questions. My professional side does not develop. Hello Masters. I have done everything to change my professional career and do what I always wanted and searched for since I was a child, but I still have not got the job. I have studied the application and focused a lot on it. What am I doing that I have not got it yet? Gratitude. Answer, daughter, why do you yearn for such sudden change? Life is made of a stream, where we plant a harvest, we prepare, we sow, so we can develop, and when ready, then we continue on the path of life. Experience the life you have, because you still have lessons to anchor, to absorb. Why so anxious about something being built? The important thing is to focus now on the lessons you need to draw from the experience you have. Let him know what cycle of repetitions is in your life and why. But as these lessons are anchored, in parallel others will come, other doors will open so that it can move on to new experiences. See that wanting and longing is indicative of something that has not yet settled within you. It indicates that there is something that he does not yet accept and that, therefore, he needs to relive experiences to anchor the teaching he has set out to absorb. You are doing nothing wrong, you are just like everyone, on the path of your own renewal, your own awakening. Just follow this path by focusing on the present and remember that, through the now, it will build the future. So worry only about the now, what you need to learn. All else will come in the most perfect time of God. I am Saint Germain. My husband does not believe. Beloved Masters, first of all, thank you very much for the opportunity. I am grateful for everything. I would like to be guided by the following question. My husband is not comfortable because I am choosing this spiritual path, often speaking in separation, and it cuts my heart when he says this, but I really do not know why. I really want to be in this way of discoveries, but also like to continue with it, and he does not believe in anything I do. I would love to help him, but I know I have to respect his moment. Gratitude and love. Answer, greetings daughter. Her husband is afraid of change, of opening up to new opportunities, to new perspectives. This does not mean moral advancement or whatever. It's just a choice he makes right now, understand that. You must understand that we do not have the duty to take with us those who are with us, but only to follow our own path. We all have the freedom to follow our own path, whatever it may be. Now daughter, you need to ask yourself where fear comes from, the pain that can cause you a separation. If you trust that you are in the way of the heart, trust daughter, follow the path of light, the path that your essence calls you, and trust that the best will happen. Though the best is not what your mind claims to be. When we anchor a state of trust in ourselves and on our way, the path will become softer, more trusting in providence. In this confidence you will realize that your job is never to convince anyone of the call of your heart. You can just stand in your way, in your peace, without comment, but being sure you will leave the trail of light for those who at the appropriate time are also called. Be at peace, my sister. I'm Serapis Bey. The Way of the Middle. Good morning, beloved Masters. Infinite gratitude for helping us in our evolutionary process. Your messages are filled with so much love that I feel freeing ourselves from our mental and spiritual limitations. Gratitude. Today I bring a question related to my work. As you know, I was lost for a long time to the standards of our society regarding the professional issue. Today I work as a holistic therapist. I love what I do, and I find in books and in the other the motivation to pursue seeking. However, I still cannot support myself with this work. Beyond him, I'm teaching and getting another job tonight. The night job makes me very tired and leaves me with the exhausted energy, often without which I need to study and dedicate myself to my work as a therapist. I wonder if I should really insist on my profession as a therapist, whether all this effort is in fact valid or whether it should be done as my parents insist on stopping headbanging, returning home, and running a public contest. I wonder if I'm not insisting on something that will never give me my livelihood. And I have to be honest with you, in this work of the night I am very worried that some clients there will see me and that I lose the credibility in the office for being there. I know it's something to do with my ego, but I have to be sincere and assume that. You put things so truthfully that I'm sure I can look at all this with other eyes. And I am grateful for this, for the possibility of the perspective, the look capable of renewing our experiences. Gratitude. Answer, my sister. Today I come to enfold you in my love, so that you may follow in the path you desire, in the way of the heart. You chose a path of light, but it conflicts with material life, which brings you doubts and longings about the future. The path is not unique, it is made up of a set of possibilities and you have the ability to accomplish many tasks at the same time. See how much skill you have. What my sister needs to find is the middle way, where she can reconcile material life with what her heart asks for. You do not have to do just what you see as right, you can find a middle ground, as you do today, but looking for softer ways. The work of light is something that brings gratitude to you, which brings you peace, so stick with it. But you can follow this path by seeking your material life, for they are not exclusive ways, but rather complete. When you look at the capacity for reconciliation you have within yourself, you will see how much you are capable, how many possibilities in your life. You do not need to be one thing or another, but you can be both if that asks your heart. Do not restrict, my sister, trust in yourself, in everything you are capable of. And so trust that you will be able to reconcile your material life with your path of light, not closing yourself to any possibility whatsoever. Be sure of that. I'm Ruina. Sexual energy shortage. Masters. Gratitude for this opportunity to bring light to our minds and clarity to understand the processes we live. I come through this channel, seek a direction that brings me understanding of my relationship. We are prosperous and harmonious, we live a relationship like we have never lived before, based on respect and understanding, but we live a shortage of sex life. I as a woman do not feel wanted by him, it's as if he does not like sex, as if he does not manifest that sex drive, and I miss that in our relationship. And I feel that this is learning for me, and of course for him too. I believe that in past lives we misuse this energy and now we are confronted with scarcity within a relationship that would have everything to be fulfilled. I pass a stage without paying much attention to this, to let it flow, because I have externalized how frustrated I am in conversations. We try together to find a solution, but the situation is not resolved by definitive. I also see that externalizing my feelings to him brings more insecurity, and is suddenly complicating the situation even more than helping. If in fact in the present times of ascension there is no longer need to carry karma, and we do have the personal power to look at the situation, to feel in the heart and to release, I ask why I still live this process? Or would not he be looking at the situation as he should? What do I need to do to stop this personal dissatisfaction and bring about the fullness of our sexual lives? How can I be helping you? Answer, beloved daughter, It is not about karma or something that you are bringing back from past lives. But it is only a characteristic inherent in living in the flesh, in matter, which is the human physical body. You too are living this experience in human bodies, which has the restrictions of its nature. The hormones, the organs, work in a balanced and harmonious way, always in resonance with the external environment. And what happens, daughter, is that the present day, for your partner, are not bringing the balance he needs to let himself be led to this connection with you. Some men go through this stage when they are still young, when they are faced with the changes that age begins to bring, in their 20s and 30s. How much the sexual appetite changes form. But it does not stop. And so the body continues with its transformations over the years in a natural way. The look at this change in a natural way will not bring about the scarcity of sexual energy, but rather a small adjustment of adaptation to the new reality of the physical body in that new phase. It's nothing to worry about. But men mainly put into sexuality something powerful, and that one can turn against them one day, when they are beginning to realize that it is not something that should be taken with such importance. So daughter, your partner just needs to work acceptance within him. The acceptance that the physical body will not have the same behavior throughout life, and it only remains to accept. At that moment, daughter, you can seek more intense and deep soul connections, if it is your will, which are the ones that will establish the truest and highest connections when they are not so connected to the physical sensations of matter. Through Tantra you can find something that brings a new life to your relationship. Seek the supreme connection through the practice of sexuality with your partner, for it is time to set aside physical sensations only, to connect with the highest of this union. Go in peace, my daughter. Ms. Rowena. Relationship. Thank you for the opportunity of the aid. I would like to understand what the purpose of my relationship is. We cannot stay away, but when we are together, things get bad. He has betrayed me a few times. What do I need to learn from this? Is it worth insisting? Can he change? He loves me. Is there any greater purpose for us to be together? Does this relationship have salvation? Help me. Answer, beloved sister. The connection you have with this person today is just an experience of the flesh, of the matter. You are driven to the urge to be together only by the need for each other's physical presence. There is no energetic connection of soul and no greater purpose. This experience is part of your life, so that you can discover what a life is taken in order to be attentive only to the physical, and to the connection of matter. And it is through this experience that the two will have the opportunity to rise from new experiences that will come later, with the search for something better, lighter and sweeter in your lives. Let yourself feel the sweetness and lightness of life. Be with yourself, and do not seek the outer presence of one another. This practice will be a blessed discovery of how you can be happy with yourself, without needing to connect with another. From there will come its elevation and release from this experience. Be at peace, my sister. Master nothing. A life in poverty. I am a person who is always willing to learn and of course put everything into practice. Many years ago, I am 51 years old, I look for an answer and try many things to keep in balance. I saw a response on the subject that I bored, but I continue unanswered, because I am aware of this abundance of my own life that is life. I am always grateful for everything I have and every little conquest. I really vibrate. But I still have no money. Everything I do to make money, I do with a lot of faith and trust, but nothing it works. You often cannot be happy with the tight situation, not for me to live, and neither my bills nor my teeth that are ending, for example, could not convince me. because I practice all this, and also the question, what good would all the material goods that you desire if tomorrow were called by the Heavenly Father/Mother? I have prepared with certainty many things to surrender to God, and I intend to prepare much more, but all will be called by the Father/Mother. This is no reason for me to live in misery, because we have the right to aim to live in a slightly more comfortable way or even have a lot of money. Yes, money is also energy. I just cannot understand why I cannot move only the energy of the money. How is this possible? Energetically everything is possible, and it is really. I get many things through these wonderful energies of the cosmos coming from the universe God. I'm grateful to meet you. I am grateful for this wonderful day. I'm grateful to be alive and see this beautiful sun. But I need to anchor my financial life as fast as possible. I'm on the edge. Sometimes I think about giving up everything. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Please help me. Answer, my beloved sister. I am Kuthumi. I was known in one of my lives by the name of Brother Francis. Some call me Saint Francis of Assisi. It is one of the personalities that I used in the matter. I am currently living in a state of fullness, abundance, love. But it was through humility that I anointed my own love. I lived an earthly life of total detachment from everything. I chose to live in material poverty to conquer the richness of my light. At that time we anchored and vowed material poverty, and thus were the example that light has no relation to the richness of matter. Now, I ask you to ask yourself something. Why so much yearning for material life? Because you still struggle to receive material goods if all of them will remain in this world, perhaps sooner than you imagine. The goods of matter are transitory, but not their light. You do not find wealth in matter, for that is the purpose of your life. Find happiness, abundance, within the resources you have. I can tell you, daughter, that you come from lives of wealth, and that is why you so long to have that life again where everything was possible in matter. But see, it is precisely because of those lives that today you carry all this anxiety and worry within you. Use, daughter, from the example I left on earth, in all my humility is what we ask of you. Find your happiness, your peace, within the resources that are available to you today. From this look you will see that the doors will open like magic to you, for you will have overcome the lesson you need to learn. You have anchored the purpose of finding your peace, your life, regardless of the material life, of the possessions you possess. This is the lesson you need to overcome so that you can have a balance in the use of the goods that were always at your disposal, so that you do not just abuse your position again. If you knew, daughter, how beneficial your conscience is the life you lead, you would simply ask God to leave you as you are. You would ask to stay a little longer in this state. I assure you. Conquer your peace in the daughter life, in the trust that will always have what is necessary and that you will never lack the daily bread. Learn what is enough in your life and then discover the peace you have within you. From his brother, Kuthumi.